All right, so you've got the Bitcoin Core source code, and you're probably itching to compile it, right? But hold on a second. Before you hit go, there's this one super important step that a lot of people just skip. Turns out the version you have right out of the box, yeah, that's probably not the one you want to be running. Let's get that sorted out.
Seriously, this is a big deal. When you first clone that repository, what you're actually getting isn't some polished, stable release. Nope, you're getting the raw, hot-off-the-presses, in-progress code straight from the developers. It's a super common mistake to make, but hey, the good news is, it's a really easy fix.
You're basically living on what the devs call the bleeding edge. Think of it as the workshop where all the new experimental stuff is being built. It's packed with the latest code, sure, but also with features that are maybe half-baked or haven't been tested at all. Now, that's awesome if you're a developer contributing to the project, but for running a live node, you're kind of asking for trouble. We're talking bugs, maybe even consensus issues. Not fun.
So yeah, let's be crystal clear. This bleeding-edge code is not what you want for a system you're actually going to rely on. What we need is a stable, officially blessed version. And the way we get there is by using a little something called a release tag.
So what is a release tag? The best way to think about it is like a permanent bookmark someone stuck into the code's giant history book. Every time the Bitcoin Core developers finalize a version and say, okay, this is ready for the public, they create a tag right at that exact point. It's our magic key to jump back to that specific, trustworthy snapshot of the code.
And here's the best part. It's super easy to tell them apart. A stable, ready-to-go release will have a nice, clean version number, something like v24.0.1. But if you see a version with RC tacked onto the end, that stands for release candidate. That's your signal that it's a testing version. So, simple rule. If you see RC, just stay away from it for your main node. That one's for the testers.
Okay, so how do we actually find these stable tags? Well, it's way easier than you might think. It all comes down to one simple command in your terminal. First up, we're just going to ask our local copy of the code a simple question. Hey, can you show me every single tag the developers have ever made? This is going to give us the full menu of options to pick from.
Okay, get your terminal ready. Make sure you're inside your Bitcoin source code directory and just type this git tag. That's it. Hit enter, and you're about to see a whole long list of every version ever.
And poof, you'll get something that looks like this. It's going to be a big list, and you'll see a mix of those clean, stable versions and the release candidates with the RC on the end. All you have to do is scroll through and look for the highest number that doesn't have RC. So in this example, v24.0.1 is our winner. That's the one we're aiming for.
All right, we've found our target. Now it's time for the main event. Actually switching our code over to that exact stable snapshot. What we're about to do is tell Git, that's the version control system we're using, to check out that specific tag. You can literally think of this as time traveling. We're telling our code folder to go back in time to the exact state it was in the moment v24.0.1 was officially released. Pretty cool, right? So to make the switch, the command is git checkout followed by the tag name you picked out. So for us, that's git checkout v24.0.1. Go ahead and run that, and you should see a confirmation message pop up.
Okay, now you're going to see this message that says something about a detached head. I know it sounds a little dramatic, right? But don't panic. This is totally normal and actually what we want. All it means is that you're no longer at the tip of a development branch. You're looking at a fixed point in the past. And for compiling a stable release, that is exactly where you want to be.
Okay, we've told Git to jump back in time. But before we fire up the compiler, let's do one last little check. Measure twice, cut once. We just want to be 100% sure it worked.
This last step is all about peace of mind. It confirms we're building on solid ground and about to compile the right code. And guess what? It's just one more super simple command. Ready? Just type git status and hit enter. And there you have it. The output gives you all the proof you need. See that first line? Head detached at v24.0.1. That's the golden ticket. That's exactly what we wanted to see. It means you are officially synced up with that stable release. So let's just run through that one more time. It's really just 3 easy steps. Step 1, git tag to see your options. Step 2, git checkout with the version number to make the switch. And step 3, git status to confirm everything looks good. That's the whole process.
And just like that, you've done it. You've successfully moved off that unstable, bleeding edge and onto the solid, reliable ground of an official release. Your source code is now exactly where it needs to be. You are officially ready to compile Bitcoin Core.
Look, this is a massive step on your journey to running your own sovereign node. This opens up a whole new world, a new way to interact with the Bitcoin network on your own terms. So now the real question is, with all this power at your fingertips, what are you going to explore first?